saw you once, and I was gone. Not slowly, not with time. You stood there with the kind of grace that makes a man forget his name. You had a sadness that did not ask, a beauty standing still. You spoke like one the world had heard, but somehow could not kill. I saw the light you tried to hide, and loved you like a fool. You came to me like morning, and I believed the light. You held me for a moment, and the world came right. I thought you came forever, I thought you came as mine. You came to me like morning, and I believed the light. You crossed the room with quiet eyes and sat down near my knee. You laughed at things I barely said, and I believed you came for me. Your hand was warm inside my hand. You stayed when you could go. You leaned on me a little more than lovers usually do. You loved me for a while, and I loved you like a life. You came to me for shelter, I called it paradise. Maybe you were resting, I was building my whole life. You loved me for a while, and I loved you like a life. You never meant to make me bleed, I know that much is true. Maybe I was warmth after a winter, a room where you could breathe. But I was making vows inside a place you meant to leave. And when I saw it I was angry, not because you were unkind, but because my whole heart stood before you, and yours was still behind. You loved me for a while, and I loved you like a life. You came to me for shelter, I called it paradise. Maybe you were resting, I was learning how to fall. You loved me for a while, and I mistook it all. I never trusted morning, I never trusted peace. Not because you lied to me, but because you could still leave. You could sleep beside me, soft as mercy, warm as rain, then wake with some far country moving quietly through your name. And still I hoped you'd stay there, still I watched your breathing slow, still I prayed the road inside you would forget where it should go. You loved me for a while, and I loved you like a life. You came to me for safety, I called it paradise. I knew you might be leaving, I hoped you would not go. You rested in my arms, for home. I wanted to ask you, do not leave me. I wanted to ask you, choose. But love that has to beg for staying has already started to lose. So I swallowed all the thunder, I kept the storm in sight. I would not make your wounded heart answer for mine. You loved me for a while, and I loved you like a life. You came to me for shelter, I called it paradise. I knew you had your reasons, I knew they were not lies. But you loved me for a while, and I loved you like a life. So stay until you have to go. Stay because you can, not because I held your sorrow like a chain inside my hand. You loved me for a while, I loved you like a life. I will carry what you gave me, and the life I hoped was mine.